All right, guys, what's up? Andrew C. Bailey here. Hopefully, your Monday has kicked off to a great start. And if it hasn't, I want to talk to you about maybe the possibility that you're not committed. Committed to what? Committed to your goals, committed to your targets, committed to making your life better. Whatever area matters to you the most, you got to ask yourself, am I actually committed to it? Maybe it's your health, maybe it's your bank account, maybe it's your relationship. Maybe it's something to do with your family or friends. Whatever it is, you got to ask yourself in the fourth quarter, what am I committed to? Am I committed to more to Disney Plus and Netflix than I am to actually focusing on taking the time to figure out, what do I want and why do I actually want it? More people are committed to things that don't matter to them in the long run than they are to taking the time to get out a sheet of paper, go old school style, and write out what exactly do I want for 2020. Because listen, there's only like 40 some days, 40 plus days left in the year. And for entrepreneurs and coaches and those are the type of people I work with, it's time to take the emergency brake off and go full out. It's time to get your offers out there to people who are in need, because this is the time of year when people are looking for solutions. This is the time of year when people are saying, hey, you know what? 2019 did not go as well as I had hoped. I did make some progress, but now, I'm thinking about 2020, and I'd also like 2019 I'd like to actually amp it up right now and end strong, but I'd like to go into 2020 and make 2019 basically look like a joke. So if you've got an offer, if you've got a solution for people, then you got to get it out to people, and you got to be committed. If that's what you're committed to, if you're committed to like your health, like I'm working with a couple people on their health, because the health of your machine happens to do with how well you show up in your career, in your entrepreneurship, even in your relationships. If your health is not good, then hey, you got to improve it. But are you committed to it? I was committed to my health and still am committed to my health and will always be committed to my health. And so I went down about a month ago, and I did 3 treatments of HOT by Kevin Isaac, and that's human optimization treatment. And it's basically where we're getting the trauma drained out of my body, and also getting structurally in alignment. And there was a lot of work that went on, but I was committed, even though going through the whole process was intense at moments. I stayed committed because I had this vision of what's the possibility for my body. Can my body feel better? Can I be more vibrant? Can I have more energy? Can I not have pain in my neck all day long? Wouldn't it be nice to be pain-free? So I signed up with Kevin because he had an offer, and signed up for it, got in there, got the treatments, and was committed to doing whatever it took to go through those treatments, even though it was intense body work. And he said some people have come on that table doing human optimization treatment, and they have gotten up and walked out in the past because they weren't committed. They weren't fully into doing whatever it takes for however long it takes until it takes. That's commitment. Committed is I'm going to stay in the game until. I'm going to stay in the game. When I taught dating and relationships, it was like, when am I going to meet my soulmate? Well, until. I don't know exactly when they're going to come into your life, but if you stay committed, if you get dating education, you stay open with the coaching with me, we consistently go out on dates, we analyze your dates, then you're eventually going to meet Mr. Right. You're eventually going to meet somebody who's exceptional and wonderful in your life, but you got to go until, and that means you're committed. You're doing whatever it takes for however long it takes until it takes. That's commitment. And so are you just in like this space of like, I hope something happens? I see that all the time on my Facebook posts. I say something, and then somebody will say, I hope this is true. I hope it happens. I hope, it's like, hope is great if you're in like despair and you're feeling like there's no hope. that's a good step up, but you got to get out of hope into commitment. I'm doing whatever it takes to get my body in the best physical condition it can. I had to be committed to go I just went from California all the way up to Washington, then all the way over to Montana, and it was like, I don't know, maybe like a 20 plus hour drive. And so I had to be committed to going all that way to see my family because I love them a lot and I want to spend the holidays with my family. But I had to be committed. I had to leave a sunny environment to go to a place that was cold because the love of me and my family is deep, and I want to continue deepening it by spending the holidays with them. But I had to be committed to go throughout that entire journey. And that journey is not the easiest thing to drive all that way. Okay, it's not good on the body to be sitting that long. So I was committed to also taking breaks along that journey, taking breaks. You know, when the rest stop area came up, I was committed to saying, stop, let's go and stretch, right? Let's go and stretch. So what are you committed to in fourth quarter, especially if you're an entrepreneur? Are you committed to making more sales? Are you committed to actually working on your offer until it speaks the language of the person that's buying from you? Are you getting in the mind of your customer? And are you relaying that on your sales calls or on your your landing pages? You know, what are you committed to right now? Are you going to commit to just because Disney Plus came out? Are you fully committed to that and watching stuff that other people created, or there's nothing wrong with that. But if it's at the expense of you actually creating what you actually want in your life, a beautiful life that you can, be proud of, you're going to have to do some thinking or get to do some thinking about what do I want my life to be going forward in every area, and to not settle. There's too many people settling. Stop settling. Stop settling. And the first thing you do is sit down and do an evaluation of where you're at. Evaluate where your life is. Do an audit. Do an evaluation of how did 2019 go? When you set your New Year's goals or resolutions or whatever the hell you want to call them, did they come to fruition? Did they manifest? If they did, then you can look back and say, what made that possible? It was probably commitment was in the recipe of success. If stuff didn't manifest, possibly it could be because commitment was out the door. So it's deciding, man, what's my level of commit? What do I want? And then getting committed, even if you don't know how. That's another thing about being committed, is a lot of people get in this like egoic mindset where their ego is saying, but how, but I've never done it before. I don't know how to do it. Dude, the how doesn't come until after the commitment. You make a commitment to God or to the universe that I want this. You put in your order to the universe, and then you be open and available to receive the messages. Do you know your brain is a receiver? Part of it is a receiver. It's receiving messages constantly. But most people can't hear it because they don't know that they're receiving messages. Plus, they've got so much noise and distraction going in so much that you can't hear the messages coming in. So one of the things you might want to get committed to is meditation, or sitting quietly doing nothing, so that you can receive divine guidance. Because you have always been, since you came out of the womb, you're receiving messages. You'll receive messages tonight. So I have clients that are asking for more financial prosperity in the fourth quarter. I have clients asking for more health in the fourth quarter. I have clients asking, to have better relationships with their family members, whatever it is. They're asking the universe. They don't know how it's going to happen, but the universe will deliver you ideas and plans. It's like this. Have you ever asked yourself a brand new question and not received the answer until maybe you step in the shower and bam, it hits you like a rod, like a rod of lightning or whatever? It will hit you. It will hit you when you're hit with the idea. And then it's your job to follow through on it and not question it. Because there is divine guidance being given to all of us, but we're not really taught. We're taught to go outside of ourselves for answers. But you're on your own unique path, and you're getting your own guidance coming in. So you could be like looking outside, and you're, especially in the entrepreneur field, we're taught to read 60 books a year. And if you think about this, is you're doing your phone, right? Say you're doing your phone all day and you're addicted to Facebook, you're addicted to Instagram, and then you're piling on more information in books. Yes, you may receive some great ideas. Yes, you may learn some stuff, but it may be at the expense of creating more noise in your head, that kind of where you can't, you have so much noise going on that you can't hear the divine messages. You can't feel them. You can't sense them, even though they are coming in constantly. So I'm committed to receiving divine messages. I'm committed to receiving beautiful gifts of abundance. I'm committed to, actually one thing I'm committed to, if I want to share, is receiving more, receiving compliments, receiving gifts. And so one of the things I'm saying is, if somebody offers me something, I'll say, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it, whether that's a cup of, cup of tea, or whether somebody wants to buy me something. I'm going to allow that to happen and receive that fully. And it's a practice, and a lot of people don't know. And I was talking to a client about what I asked, what is your ability to receive? What's your level to receive? If people give you compliments, if you go, oh, no. Let's say you're wearing a dress. You're a woman, you're wearing a dress, and another woman tells you, I love your purple dress that you're wearing. What do you do then? Do you immediately say, oh no, this is an old thing? Or do you immediately receive it and say, thank you so much, I love this dress? Like, what is your ability to receive? So I'm committed right now to increasing my ability to receive. Receive what? Receive miracles, receive money, receive divine guidance, receive it all. Increasing my ability to receive is what I'm working on. That's what I'm committed to. So my battery is about to die, but I'm going to leave you with this. What am I committed to? When are you going to stop the bullshit and actually sit down and figure out, what do you want in your life? What do you want to be different? And not feel like something is just so big or out of reach. Because listen, J.K. Rowling, let's say, she was, going from basically having nothing to writing the Harry Potter series. I mean, and that probably, when she had nothing, having a series and having, movies and all this shit was probably like out of her realm of imagination, until it just she's just started writing, and one thing led to another, and then she was ready to receive the next chapter or whatever, and then she just followed up on taking action, divine action, right? And now look where she's at. I don't know if she's happy in her personal life. I don't know. But the whole point is, she's committed to the books. She had to be committed to the books, the Harry Potter books. She had to, for them to come into this reality. So what are you committed to? When are you going to sit down and figure out what you're committed to? Andrew C. Bailey. And if you want help this fourth quarter with your business growth, with your sales, let me know. Hit me up in my inbox. I'm taking clients right now, but only if you're coachable, only if you're amazing, and only if you have products and services that actually transform the quality of people's lives. All right, bye.